why he's hovering there. But Tony's here. Tony brought his fiance. She's so pretty.
Thank you.
Wow.
Love
he
you.
talks about her all the time.
Hi,
I
everybody.
finally got to meet her. All right, so Tony is here with Genius, and we often see Tony because he represents this brand on QVC with the Nicer Dicer. And this is the Fusion Nicer Dicer.
Correct.
This one actually has a 10-piece set that comes with it. We'll show you what you get in just a second. It's a multi-chopper set, and it has, when it debuted, we were going through them for you, 6 new designs.
Correct.
So we'll go through all those for you as well. But honest to goodness, 'tis the season for fresh fruits and vegetables. You are going to be wanting to eat more salads and add those fruits and veggies into what you're cooking. So who wants to get out the cutting board, the knife, and all the chopping? And when you really can get this done in seconds,
Absolutely.
and add so many fresh ingredients to all your salads and fruit salads and things.
It's the answer to what people don't like to do in the kitchen. They hate prep work
prepping,
because
right.
it's time, but now we make it prep easy, which is really simple. What Genius did a little bit different this time around, we listened to our customers. Usually our blades are cut in half, so you have 2 sides, which we'll show one in this offer.
Okay.
But now we have these extra large blades, so you can actually keep your food whole. And that way when you're doing an onion, you can put 2 onions, which is a whole onion.
And so
you can
actually
do larger
more
carrots.
at once.
Correct. And also, if you notice, see how that's coming back to my hand? Sometimes the folks don't have enough strength to lift up and cut at the same time. So there's two levels here. So it just actually brings that cover up so you can add your food, cut, add the food and cut. I'll show you on this one.
Okay.
So we'll do some nice fruit salad. Now notice on this one we have the big blades.
Right.
So 2, 4, 6, 7 times 3 is 21 cubes on every time you press down.
Wow.
So we'll put that in and we'll just start to make a delicious
fruit salad.
fruit
Here comes your fruit salad in seconds. And let me tell you something, it's fresher and it lasts longer and it's much less expensive than buying the pre-chopped ones in those little plastic bins at the store.
Correct. Well, you know,
those end up getting mushy after like a day.
That's correct.
And they cost more money.
You basically take the skin off, cut a few sides,
And look at
pop
that
it
giant
into the
fruit
machine.
salad. How much would you pay for that already chopped like that at the grocery store? A ton.
Look at that.
And you just did it all yourself and in seconds.
That's correct.
With your
it comes with a
Genius.
stay fresh lid, so if you want to do it in the morning and pop it in the fridge, you can.
Right.
I'm going to go around you
All
and come over here to this one.
Okie dokie.
Because you're also going to get our mandolin with this. And what we did
Nice.
with this mandolin, it's actually full function. There's 2 dials on the back side, so I'll turn this. If you notice when I turn the dial, I can go from super thick all the way up to thin.
And that means no changing of blade required.
That is
because
correct.
you're just turning, and then you can also do the julienne.
Then you have your julienne
Look at
blades
that.
built right into the unit. So it's a very simple machine to use. Let me just grab this handle because oh, there it is. I have my purple handle here to match my color. I just want to show everybody the secret to the Genius item. Notice I'm not pressing or shoving the food. I just basically glide it like brushing crumbs off the table.
Okay.
And if you do that at home, I promise you that you'll slice that tomato just as uniform and even as I do here on air. You don't need pressure. You don't need to use strength. Pop the food on and just very lightly go right past that beautiful V blade.
And these blades never need to be sharpened.
That's correct.
Because you're not rubbing them against each other or
on a cutting board or a plate.
Or
exactly.
glass. Right.
That's what dulls knives normally.
Right.
So here you don't have that. And again, if I want to do something like a thin style potato, I turn my dial, I take a potato, I pop it on. I'm just going to do this in midair and show everybody how simple it is. So you can slice au gratin potatoes, scallop potatoes. You can do carrots, radishes, turnips, beets, whatever you like.
Yeah.
But as quick as I do that, I want you to notice every single one of these slices are exactly the same
very
thickness.
uniform. And it would take so long, unless you, even if you were quite a professional like yourself, to do that perfectly in just a few seconds with a knife.
Absolutely. And I want to say this on air. I'm pretty good with knives. I can't do it that uniform with a blade. That's why we use mandolins.
I believe it, yeah. All right, so let's go through the colors
Sure.
because everyone is jumping on the red, which is out here in the front. And let's go through the colors, and then, Tony, let's point out what they get.
Sure.
So there's red, there's blue, there's also orange, which is our most limited choice. We also have purple. And our green is a Granny Smith apple green.
I love that
choose
color,
the color
too.
that you'd like. Very fresh for summer, I know, I do too. So here's the whole set in the red.
That's correct.
And you can store all of these pieces right inside the storage bin if you want to as well.
That's correct. So it's the size of a loaf of bread. Everything fits on the inside. You're going to get the main machine itself with that adjustable lid. You're going to get the medium dicing blade, the large dicing blade. You're going to get a 2-form wedger. One does quarters and the other side does eighths.
Okay.
You're going to get the full function mandolin with the safety hopper, and you're also going to get this one, which you can do the small foods, which is like garlic, grapes, things that are hard to slice. That will do. You get the stay fresh lid, and again, it all fits right inside the machine.
So we've been kind of going through, including our descriptions of all the new features you're getting, because the previous Nicer Dicers were great, but they didn't have all of these conveniences, especially the one long piece that fits in the top that's not split in the middle. So now you can do those little squares of 2 onions at once and just make more of whatever size you're cutting. And you get more different widths with the mandolin. You also get different widths of the julienne. So now we just showed you the hopper because things like garlic and grapes and olives are a little teensy-weensy. So it's difficult to chop those up with a knife too.
Absolutely. Trying to get a paring knife and make one straight slice across them all even. That's one great thing about this. People will pay extra money for that in a jar because they don't want to really spend the time to do it. But with our machine, you can choose whatever you like to do. It does it fast, simple, and easy. It's dishwasher safe. And again, it's a product that you know you can always trust.
And again, buying things pre-chopped, whether it's in a jar or a bin in the produce department, means it's not as fresh and it's more expensive. So, you know, the reason we do that is for the convenience. But now when you have this machine, look how quickly you can chop it yourself.
You can do any type of wedging that you like. So I want to show everybody on one side I had my quarter wedge, which is a nice large, and then on the opposite side I get my eighth wedges, which is those smaller pieces.
Nice.
And you get to choose whatever you like. You can cut it in the bin, again, dress it down with a little mozzarella, a little balsamic vinegar, some fresh spices, pop it in the fridge and serve it once your company comes over.
Fantastic.
So we'll place that here. And then we're going to move right into our next salad, which is pretty cool. Now remember, you get to choose the blades too. So let me show this. This is our large dicing blade. So with this one, I'm going to do a Mediterranean style salad. So we'll take a nice piece of turkey here and we'll place that on. We'll cut that in, and this can be ham. It can be leftover roast beef. A little feta cheese in here. We'll take a nice piece of lettuce on top of that.
Oh, and look at this great, I love chopped salad. I love when everything's in a small chopped piece.
Absolutely.
It just makes the best salad, and you know, often I only get to eat those when I'm at a restaurant because, again, who has time to chop up all this stuff? So you end up just putting the same 2 or 3 same old ingredients in your salad, right? Oh my gosh, this makes it so much more interesting.
Show this off.
And wow, look at all that you can do with all the fresh produce that's coming out.
And you can do it in a large form, or you can do it in the medium dice, whatever you happen to like.
Ida in New York, welcome. Thanks for waiting. How are you?
Hi, how are
Hello.
you?
We're wonderful. Thanks for calling. Do you have a genius slicer like this, or are you picking one up today?
I'm picking it up today.
Good. Which color did you get?
I got green.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, you got the green color. Cool.
Very pretty. So what made you decide to dial in? Does this look like it'll help you out in the kitchen?
Oh my God, tremendously.
Yeah.
I went on a diet, and in this diet, I'm forever chopping and dicing and slicing, and I just don't have time to do it by hand.
Sure.
Right, I know. That's the thing about eating more healthy. When we start to do that, it includes a lot more fresh food, vegetables and fruits, and that requires prep. So, you know, it was easy to buy all that pre-prep stuff at the store, but that's why I gained weight in the first place. So,
we do.
You know, I'm trying to eat more healthy, and this sure makes it easier, Ida.
Oh, yes. You're not kidding.
Yeah, and look at that pretty salad.
Look at that, Ida, just for you.
Look at all the
beautiful
things
egg
he did.
salad. And what I did is I actually bought the red eggs, which is just beet juice that they dye it with. So it gives it a multicolor in here. You can add some black olives to that, and again, you can make it the small size or the large size.
Yep.
One thing I do promise you is as easy as I make it look here, it'll be the same for you.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a little hint. Once you use it, place the food on, put your hand over hand, and just push down to the table.
Yeah.
And everything will pop through the blade for you.
Ida, enjoy
great.
it. You're going to have a lot of fun with this, and I bet you'll discover some vegetables and things you haven't even tried yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you won't believe what I've been chopping lately.
You'll have so much more time to enjoy your food
And you'll
now.
have fun. That's the greatest part of it, Ida, is you'll have fun making your meals.
Thank you, Ida.
Yeah, and it'll be a lot faster. Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Thank
dear.
you, too.
Enjoy.
Appreciate you.
Take care, honey. Bye-bye. So Ida got the green. We also have purple. Our most limited choice is the orange. We also have it for you in blue. And our most popular choice in this show is the red. And again, here's all the blades that you get again. You get the hopper. You've got your long blade of all the little squares. Here's the larger squares. This fits over the whole thing. So again, no divider in the middle, but you can use the divider over here with your different sized wedges like Tony showed you on the tomatoes. Here's the helper protector handle. Here's the hopper for all your small ingredients. Here is the snap-on lid so that you can store all of your prepped food before you make it into a salad. And here is the unit itself. So it's a large capacity. You get all the pieces you need. There's nothing else additional you need to buy unless we do have a set of it's a two-piece set actually of 2 blades,
right,
which are fusion blades. And you can ask your
the operator
about that. It's a grater, right, Tony? If you want a grater.
Yeah. It's a coarse grater and a fine dicer.
Yeah, so those are